Okay, sure. RadioDR.co.za.
Black House Talk.
I'm gonna be taking selfies and shit, right?
Black House Talk. Why are you taking selfies, bro?
Because we gotta market our shit.
Oh, wow. We're here.
I'm trying to be fucking active online.
It's another show, man. We're here. We got some cool shit. We got some cool people in the room. We got Prof. We got CeeLo. deeplyrooted.co.za/RadioDR. We got Skhindi, the rapping taxi driver.
The rapping taxi driver.
He's a gimmick.
Guy on the phone.
He's a gimmick. He fake. How you doing, brother?
I'm good and you, my man.
I'm good, brother.
Showcase, bro.
Doug, you're getting famous. How's it going?
Hey, ngiyabona nama kusahambe ke rank kalula is.
You're still actually working as a taxi driver
Yeah, till this day.
till this day.
For real.
Till this day. Yeah.
That's wild.
Today we drive on flash.
He's all been
So what routes can people catch you on?
Yeah, what routes? Tell us the routes. Tell us your
What
routes.
routes can people try to catch you on?
It's a kind of famous, I'm not sure cafes, so I don't want to be letting go my roots.
So you can catch him by accident. Just try every single taxi in
Sure
Durban.
if it's me or not.
Well, have you started wearing shades while you're driving just to disguise yourself? Today I don't want to be noticed. Let me hide myself.
Oh, Coco, don't let you drive in the shades, bro. They're scared.
What?
They ask you to take off your shades.
Maybe.
Sorry, just take off your mics on. Have you been going blind?
Hello?
Showcase.
Is it on?
Yeah.
We on? Why are you so low? Let me get you. Yeah, you were saying so, Coco. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
man. Yeah, Coco, don't be letting you drive with shades, man. They're scared for their lives. So.
Now we just have to find a movie
Like,
that was
cool,
big
man.
at their time, and then we'll understand why.
Exactly.
The guy who was the assassin was wearing shades. I don't trust people with shades. Like you never know.
Yeah.
they literally have a thing against shades.
Yeah, I think there's been too many like cases where guys have been drinking or like Gabonagala that you didn't sleep the night before.
so it's
like they wanna be
literally
sure what's happening.
intoxicated
Yeah,
type
yeah,
vibe.
Yeah.
It's a
So if
trust
they had
thing.
to walk
Yeah, it's a
in and
trust
see you
thing.
look
It's a
100%
trust
sober, only then can you put on your shades.
Exactly. Exactly. All of a sudden, it's so farmer shades,
It's
man.
like,
Since
"Hello,
when?
Yeah,
well,
maybe
yeah.
it's even Yao Pass.
And how long have you been driving now?
I've been driving longer than I've been rapping, bro. So I started off driving Abasha and Abeskole. That's how I got into driving. So like straight after high school,
Malone.
yeah, I did a sports course and then I started driving
Sports
Abasha.
course.
Yeah, sports management.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
cool.
because I'm big on soccer as
I
well.
thought you were gonna say like
No,
He's big on soccer,
big on soccer. I don't know.
and big on dislocating his shoulder. Yeah, the Prof is looking at you uncomfortably. Tell us how you popped your shoulder, bro.
Bro, I was a sports kid. I went to school on scholarship, so I played like all sports, rugby, soccer, whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, nganglimal on your face. And then I hurt my shoulder when I was after school. Like all the rough stuff I'm doing out of school is catching up to me.
Yeah. So the sports thing is kind of over now.
Yeah. Done and dusted.
Competitively, your body is useless.
Ngakubisi useless. I'll never be useless.
My nigga. Ganala, how? At least you've got a strong ego. I was holding.
He's saying competitively.
Useless, no. But yeah. I'm done with sports now. I'm a music boy now.
Yeah. So how did that come about? You said you've been rapping more than you.
Yeah. I said cause like while I was driving, I know a dude called Tino, known as Smack.
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 I just think of the video. The accident in the background.
That is by my crib. That's on my road. I used to stay
That's
there.
on your road.
Yeah.
Cool, we can narrow it down now. If you find there's a hashtag called, I'm joking.
Yeah, so Smack looks like Lil Wayne. Also, everywhere we went, like people used to be like, "Yo, dude, you need to rap, yabo. Manje umchita wami." So
So wait, he just looked like rap, and then
Yeah,
people were
he
like,
just
you
looked
know
like
what, you
rap.
have to do it.
people, would say, yeah, always when we go to places, like people are like, "Yo, dude, do you rap?" Nah.
No, I'll be honest, Tino does look fresh though.
Yeah, yeah, he's a super fresh nigga. Shout out my boy Tino. So like,
He's got that rock star energy. It's like, where the drugs at? So-
I Akshongo mean. So then thing. Uthini ngamncenza ukuthi bro, asiyenze lento lena yabo. Asiyenze
Tino was
lena.
already rapping.
He was rapping before he was rapping. Then I was
Okay.
yeah. Then my intention was to write cool stuff for this guy, yabo.
Sure.
Sibe nemali, yabo.
Sure.
I was still very short-minded about this whole
Sure.
music thing. Like, okay, tukpalela dog. Yeah,
Yeah, I'll get you the street word.
Leon.
Sure.
I know the streets, bro. Ngizokufaka lana, sokhuluma ngalokho wena, and then we'll back you up in that.
Sure. Did you distribute his music to other drivers?
Everything.
Showcase.
Yabo, Leon.
That's the thing, like, just like hanging around you.
like-
I've noticed you understand the business model very early. You find how to make money from it very early. Then you
Fair.
run with it. So
Yeah.
I appreciate that about you. Not a lot of people can just look at a situation. Swenza kanje, man.
Yeah,
Grand,
Leon.
Yeah.
Your distribution
Exactly.
are all the taxi drivers.
Well, right now, what I do is when I got like something coming up that's big, I do
Yeah.
my posters, laminate them, then I put them inside the taxis. Like,
Donna.
Two
Yeah,
taxis
lemonade,
each.
So you
Donna.
like have to keep this job to keep this marketing strategy.
I
now.
don't have to.
I'm joking.
Skhindi does what he wants at Ranky, bro. That's for life.
No, but that's sick. Dude. That's smart and really dope.
Yeah, yahlangana mnandi, bro. Because like even when I used to see the music thing before, I used to always connect it with the text. I used to be like, ayekho umjita yazi that. Because like here you can't sell drugs here in South Africa.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
One be back
yeah, you
Pablo.
know, from the streets, one. So like I was like, bruh, if I had to rap, I'd be the closest thing to the streets out of everybody.
Sure.
Yeah, yabo, Leon.
Sure. It's literally
Hello.
a blood cell in the arteries, which are the roads. And you
Yeah,
take
well,
these
yeah.
bacteria of people to work. Yeah, well,
Exactly.
keeping the life of the city alive, the economy alive. That's deep, bro. Like, it's very
dope,
rare.
though.
It's dope. Like, it's very rare to meet, like, literally. Like, you're an
is.
everyday person, but, like, you've got such an amazing story to tell. So,
well.
like, that's why the art resonates, bro.
Fits. I appreciate that,
Yeah, for
dog.
all you Joburgers listening, no, he's not wearing a leather jacket.
That's-
He doesn't have unnecessary bling on, and he's not wearing Versace neither.
Can you pouch a leather? Can you pouch a leather?
Got the leather pouch though. Gotta be leather apparel at the top. It gotta be leather at the top.
Yeah, bro.
So what's the plan, man? What's the future? What are you doing?
Yeah, well, we've been working on Isulsa Peshe, bro. So, like, I think people who know Skhindi know Isulsa Peshe. That's the style we rap in. That's the way we rap. Yeah, boy, that's super Durban lingo. It's like straight up.
Probably on this Zusa Peshe.
It's all kind, dude. So when you learn, this is my push with.
So that's the passport.
That's the passport. This
Yeah,
one, yes.
man. So like I remember we had a little beef about that shit. So I started this. When I started this on Facebook and shit.
A young dust up. You can't even call that a beef.
Somebody doing cool.
Kanti before no love abase wema thina hayi gang ehlale pha in sound.
Alright, moving forward. It's all love.
Yeah, it's all love, it's all
shout
love.
out, shout out MK. I went to school with MK. That's my boy. You don't
okay.
beef with my boy. Yeah, and then like so art wise, man. What's new? What's coming up?
Well, we tomorrow actually on the 13th dropping Ingoma no DJ Wobbly, so that's Friday the
It's last week
13th.
Friday for
That's
everybody
yeah,
listening.
for everyone listening, it's gonna be
So the song is out.
yeah. So the song is out in reverse. Yeah, but so we'll be dropping that. We do Wobbly. We got something coming with Utsi Bag as well, same day called Beluga. We got
Beluga.
Beluga dog, and then Kumawa dog with Wobbly, Smiso, Celestial Mike, Dando, Alpha, Lord Scribs.
You've been working with
Schedule is filled, hey?
Easy.
Hey.
They've been working with Tupac, no
Claro.
wobbly. I've seen them in studio. They go like nearly every Sunday. Ne? to like record, and so this is music from those sessions
Exactly.
starting to come out now.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
how's it been working in that culture chaos environment?
Yeah, it's dope. It's dope because like this is like it's my second year now working with rappers. Like ngangihlezi ngaphandle. I used to watch niggas from the outside, bro. Yabo ngihlezi hey, amachita ayaspana. Now I'm inside now, and my rep within all over is growing. Which that's the most important thing for me. Like what we do or what people see from the outside, that's little, but like your relationships with the people inside is everything, bro. So yeah, I'm just glad that's going well.
It's like what sorting out the roots.
Yeah, well,
'Cause
Leon.
the tree can only grow as big as its roots.
Yeah.
Gotta be good with the owners. Good, I'm a passenger.
So you relate a lot of your life. You bring it back to the taxi business.
It sucks that music is identical, brother.
Yeah, because funny you say that because I actually you see what you're saying now. I actually had a conversation with Baguti, like where I noticed Uguti, you do the business, is that I did the same thing with movies. I mean, I studied movies. I got the movie. Oh, a movie is a product. You gotta market this product. You gotta manufacture it. You gotta which is shooting.
Yeah.
And then you just look at business. You just substitute for each individual.
Yes, like
industry.
literally, you can see all the.
Hare?
You can see the parallels. across the
yeah.
stuff. Like once you learn one thing, the only thing is just adjusting the language towards another industry.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Which I guess this is why it makes it easier once you've become successful in one thing to move on to another.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think that's why it's easy. Like it feels like I'm catching up quickly to people that have been rapping, because I'm just using the same laws, bro.
Because some of those people don't actually know the business.
Yeah, they don't know the laws that I know from.
Other, they haven't lived the full cycle of product too. Because even that, as filmmakers, me and him and Prof are filmmakers. We work with people, but you can, if you're just a director and you never jump into the editing room,
It affects you.
It affects you and what you
snap,
know
yeah.
and how you make your decisions.
Exactly.
So it's knowledge. It all goes back to knowledge is power.
Yeah, for sure. That's why I just gotta learn this music thing and run with it now.
You don't think you've learned it already?
I know nothing, bro. Compared to how much I want to know.
That's a good mindset.
It's a very yes.
Why would I act like I want to know something now? I really want to know it big time. Like compared to how far I want to go and how much I want to know, I know nothing, bro. Like I know things, I know other things way more than I know music. I'm like an infant in this, so the fact that I'm climbing up and I'm still like I can feel like I'm getting better with every song I write.
Yeah.
I'm at that stage still, so like yeah. This is all it's all new, it's all fresh for me, and it's still exciting. So
Yeah.
that's the nice thing about it. And Poregir.
Look, this is the importance of
Yeah.
life. Oh, Richard Branson used to say that the minute something starts getting boring, like sell that company and get out.
More rap.
Not to say that you must work with these philosophies, but
It makes sense because
this is your life, though.
I've seen myself doing things like whether it's RadioDR or Deeply Rooted, the website, where if I tell myself if I didn't like this, I would not be doing this. Like I don't want to do this right now, but the fact that I
Exactly.
have a passion or some sort of little thing behind it, like it makes it better to do.
Yeah.
It makes it a whole lot better to do. And it's like there's a goal. This is a greater brick to something bigger.
Exactly, bro. And you're doing what you want to do, no matter how small it is right now, whatever you think of it, but it's what you want to do. And like people are stuck in things they don't want to do. So that
Hey, Joe. The wild thing that's really scary about life is the fact that it's already started, right?
yeah, well,
And the really scary thing is the fact but
That is wild.
it's already started. We in it. And it's like we have this thing like when, and it's like we always delaying the idea of when life is gonna start, and before you know it, it's actually over. And then for me, that's terrifying. So it's like the idea that you could be at a job and you're like, when I've saved enough money or when the opportunity arises, etc. And it's like the reality is it could never actually come.
exactly.
So it's like get the hell out of there.
Tatsana mathuba,
Take that
Tatsana
risk.
mathuba.
It's like Muzwake posted an interesting thing where it's like we avoid taking risks in life so we can get to death safely. And I'm like, that's fucking profound, and it hits, and it makes so much sense. Go take all the risks. Sienzan.
Yeah.
You nailed it. It's very like life happens between the memories.
And yeah,
Literally, so always be living, always be alive. When I find you to be a very like you filled in your body, like you're not an empty shell type of thing. Like you're the opposite of
Faith.
an empty shell. Like
faith too.
how did you get to that point? Because I feel like a lot of people distract themselves with their insecurities. When I feel like you've
Yeah.
gone past that, your traumas or whatever, you've
Sure.
accepted everything, and you're trying to just move forward. How did you get to that point in your life? Like when did you decide to climb the wall over your
Yeah,
bullshit?
I think it's cause like singing is amazing into dog. Like I've tried things, bro. I've tried a lot of things, bro. I've gone from selling ama fries endlini to
So it's been business on business.
I've had my own coaching clinic in Coach Amasha. Was a crash. I've driven taxis. I've taken kids to school. The microbus yami, all of that. It's sold and bought stuff. You know, in my 28 years of living, I've done a lot of things.
Experimented.
Yeah, to build up for this moment, yeah. Because I always knew that I'm gonna be on TV doing things for people to see, yabo.
Sure.
Yeah, but then after my sports derailed, I had to find something.
So you always been a little star.
Face. Well, it is.
So wait, at what point did you get into sports? Like
Sports.
Yeah.
4 years old. 4 years old, 5 years old. Ngangidlala amasho. Ngakhula amasho, so
So you're like first team.
Yeah.
Grade 1.
First team. I played first team soccer from grade 10, and then
Yes, that's pretty. When you get to first team in grade 10, it's pretty a big deal.
Yeah.
The first team in grade 10 is a big deal. It's like, we first team. We goes to Mshada.
So yeah, I think for me, I've always been like. It's funny you say that. I've always been into Anna, doing things namaras or
Sure.
and so
Yeah.
I've always been good enough to hang with the big boys. So now like I'm growing now.
So you always had because I saw that when I got to college, I was always the youngest from like, even in class, I was like always
Sure.
the youngest in class. So, but when I got to college, I felt because I only dealt with older people.
Yeah.
That kind of gives you like a little bit of experience against your peers. Because
Exactly.
even though you don't understand why they're acting like that, you start to imitate it
Yeah.
in a sense, and you're like, oh, that's stupid. Because it
Yeah.
doesn't say it's stupid.
I guess it's also the thing of you become the sum of the people you hang out with as well.
Yeah, I
Like,
guess,
that can't
yeah.
you-
Playing catch up the whole time. Bro.
Yeah.
it's brilliant.
The whole
That's
time.
that's
Awurelexile. Awazi ukuhlala nje.
Yeah.
Uhlezi uzothunywa noma kumele uhlezi active.
And he's active, yeah.
Yabo leyo.
like it's a great motivating factor.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
almost like imposter syndrome, except you're doing something about it.
Yeah.
Like-
Funa ukufana njengerazo mina. Maseke yabo irazo lisifika nje anayinkinga
Yabo
nje. Yabo. And you're becoming irazo now.
Sengirazo manje. Sengirazo manje. Sengiyabaskula nami mfethu.
Okay, the thing I find interesting about sports is the fact that, like, it's one of the first places you can start learning, like, what mastering the laws of business, or at least learning how to conquer stuff.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
like that's where you first learn how to learn. And it's like I
Yeah.
can't do around the world because I saw it on TV. It's-
Yeah.
Especially
And
if
you
you're
work-
competitive.
Yes,
Yabo,
and then you're
yabo.
working at it, and then you're like,
Jesus, I remember
this
that
becomes a
around the world
narrative.
bullshit.
Hey,
Hey. Oh,
and
no.
it's just like if there was a
The
new
whole
move every
break.
year, bro.
Practice.
The whole break, niggas. Da, da, da. Yes, I got
Yes.
it.
But the thing is that that's putting a narrative inside of you, though. It gives you
Yeah.
a story that there's nothing that you can't do.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Exactly. Ungazami ukwenza yonke into. Yabo, you gotta be good at things. That's another thing I believe in. Like I've tried a lot of things in Pele, but like I've known that I'm gonna be good at that thing before I do it. Like yabo.
Just 'cause you wanted it enough.
Indlela's leading. I know exactly meng boys are going to, and I won't even spend a day doing it. Yabo, I don't waste time. I don't even waste a second on something I'm not interested in.
But that's because you accumulated, like, all learning is learning a bunch of small things to build up to that big
Yeah,
thing. Like,
yeah.
soccer is like hand-foot coordination. You're
Yeah.
perfecting that. So, and as complex as it is, it all comes from you controlling the ball with your
Exactly,
feet and
bro.
sometimes
Yeah.
your head.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you literally being put in situations and simulations of doing this. The younger you start, by the time you're 18, how many times
Yes,
have you been
you've-
in this
yeah.
situation
Yeah,
where,
well,
yeah, well, so that's all learning is perfecting that small thing that becomes a
Pressure
complex
moments.
thing. Yeah.
The pressure moments.
So
man.
in the pressure moments of it all,
Yeah.
can you like zonk out of your autopilot or
Oh.
fear sometimes of, yeah, well, don't think about your fingers, yeah, well, like I'm
Sure.
learning the guitar right now, like you start the song slow and then you gotta get to a process where it's just your mind and your fingers, like nothing in
Yeah.
between. Nothing. The minute you think about what you're doing, it's gone.
screwed
Yeah.
up. You
It's
screw it
gone.
up. You just
It's
gotta
gone.
flow.
It's gotta flow. It's
Yeah.
gotta flow. So I think I figured out how to learn stuff now. Small things.
Well, you're getting deeper into your learning pattern.
Yeah.
It's like you get to study yourself while learning. No, you have to, you learn yourself. Like you're already in tune with yourself. So it's like if I try to like get you into something and you can feel Guti, there's a thing that has to go click in your
Yeah.
soul. And if it doesn't go click, you're like, no, I'm
Exactly.
not gonna do it, bro.
Exactly.
Nah,
And then people who do those things, though, you see, that's the problem. Like, there's people who actually do something ezobashula and babon, and like that goes back into working in the wrong environment now. And like, it's all those small decisions I've learned that like I gotta make the right decision because like 4 steps forward is oshuba. Angisafuni ukuyifaka in the corner no more. So like,
Yeah.
making the right decision for me is everything right now.
How do you make the right decision? What's your formula to making the right decision?
me, I personally don't believe there's such a thing as a right decision, but
Yeah.
I do think there's a wrong decision.
True, because everything leads you to somewhere. Well, yabo. And
Yeah.
like even the, I think at times when you're not thinking about it the most is when like really good things happen, but you
Yeah.
gotta be aware so that you can snatch that thing, you know, because
Yeah.
izinto ziyadlulana, yeah.
Like
So
you always see it in hindsight.
yabo,
Like,
Leon,
oh
like,
shit!
yo, I shoulda. And
Like,
that's
shoulda,
that.
coulda.
You see that feeling there? That's what taught me. Like I wanted to stop feeling like as if I could change. I always used to be like, yo, if I just said this and this to that person, big zubaganje and like, yeah. So like for a long time now, I haven't felt that way. I feel like when I speak to you, I'll speak what I need to speak, and he's Omasha. Like I won't feel as if I had to say something to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's important. So that's the right decision for me. Like,
Not
inkulumo yethu
betraying
iphele
yourself.
at that place. Yeah. Like,
Sure.
Yeah.
Say what you all
yeah,
wanted to say,
Leon,
man.
Just say it, bro.
Don't hold it back.
Yeah, this is something we all have to learn.
Stop editing your thoughts.
Bruh, people edit their thoughts. It's so irritating.
I think
bruh.
we're
But
trying
I
to
guess-
save people's feelings sometimes.
Yeah.
And then you make that an excuse to not tell the truth because you want to get something out of it. That's what tends
Yeah.
to happen.
Because like the same truth you're trying to learn in your actual life, you're trying to learn in every relationship in your life.
Yeah.
Because like if you don't practice it within relationships, you're trapping yourself in something that you don't really want eventually. Because you're building these walls that aren't honest to you.
Yeah.
And then with the same thing in your life, where it's like if you're not activating that honesty and being able to actually say what you mean, you're also building up walls for your whole entire life that
No,
are
sure.
not you.
Sure.
That is going to be
Sure.
uncomfortable to live in this thing. Like,
Yeah, and like my environments coming up like have stopped me from that because like even it takes in like Abanban 07, bro. Like
yeah.
this is what it is. Yabo, Leon, so there is no going around what I'm telling you right now.
Yeah.
So
Like 5 plus 5
Yabo,
is 10.
Leon,
No matter how you look at it.
you learn to deal with head-on collisions. Like
It conflicts.
it conflicts in now. It's outside. Like you have to deal with it, and you have to come out on top without violence, without fighting, and like your mind really accelerates, bro. And you learn a lot, bro.
What's once you've reached the success of music, what's next?
For me, I always feel like I'm going back to sports after my music,
Sports team.
soccer academies.
Coaching or
Yeah.
Soccer academies, record labels, studios, and soccer
Tournaments.
academies. Soccer academies. I'm fascinated by the next biggest thing. Like I'm so fascinated by what's the next biggest thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy. That's why I put pressure on myself because I have to be that thing so that I can reveal the next thing. For
Yeah.
Leonto. Like,
This is on that
Yeah,
real
you have
recognize
kids?
real.
huh?
Do you have kids?
No.
You don't have kids?
Why do you
Gangumalume.
sound surprised?
It's very not KZN. It's like people might even hate me for this, but I feel like everybody's got
I
kids.
don't have kids.
Yes, you're the exception to this. You and T bag and your whole entire circle.
And
like
wobbly.
Azikingana cultured chaos.
No, but here's the thing: like you are the sum of the people you hang around with. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
We can establish that you and your homies
Yeah.
are then the exception because you guys are all mirroring each other in a sense and helping each other not get lost within the rest of the other members.
Yeah, like guys are on a mission. People, when you're on a mission, on as they're like, look, love it is hard, bro.
Like it's wild.
When you're
Kids
on a
are
mission.
there's a man of people asking for life advice, and they're like 18, 19. I'm like, well, okay, cool. First, generally, are you in a relationship? Do you have kids? They're like, yeah. And then I'm like, like, I hope you go get a job, bro. Go get a job and start figuring out things from there.
Oh, prof, we're at a festival and this guy, I find him speaking to us. This is a security guard.
That's
It
security
was a
guard.
car guard kid in Duan, and he's like really interested in his life. And then he's like, yeah. I
No,
know.
you're the one who ditched that guy on me.
Oh,
Like,
well, let me get to that's the beginning of the story. Nobody cares about the beginning. Anyway, the heart of it, like, prof, once again, awesome. Do you have a girlfriend, bruh? He's like, yeah. It's like, how much do you make a week? About 400-ish into an Etsy. How much do you spend on your girlfriend? He goes, about 300. You see? Dump her, dog.
it's more than 300. All of it is going to his girlfriend.
Advice, name to it.
But the guy's not focused at all, though, because like
That's the thing.
here's
yo.
the dude.
You can't say
man.
you can't say ngizoshiya amantombazane khona uzohamba uyohlala no love ubheme uphuze like if you're making that huge sacrifice, like to leave females out of your life is a huge sacrifice. If you're gonna do it properly, go do what you want to do. Khona uzobuyela kule nto oyidingayo. Like,
Because it's one thing to be able to make an income,
yeah.
and then you can build. Well, you have all. Yeah, it's a luxury. Like, and if you can't do that, you're blessed. But if you're trying to break out of the environment that, like the trap of your hood, right? Which is everybody's comfortable if they're a gardener, or if they like to really break out of that, like the sacrifices that have to be made.
Yeah.
And unfortunately,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
if you can make those sacrifices and manage to get out of that environment without any kids and real commitments that hold you back, so then from there you can be able to go back with resources and actually, okay, cool, you can actually live your life. Like, no, guys,
Yeah.
it's a trap, man.
My cousin had his kids at like 33. I asked him like a year later, how's fatherhood? He goes, style ilula lento mone mali.
Listen to that. It's like even Elon Musk crying out loud echoes the same sentiments where
Yeah.
he's got a child already.
Yeah.
And this is the one that we all know, which sounds like a math equation, is the most popular child. But he says it's so different having a child now compared to back then. Like he feels like he's more in control. He can actually be involved, and it doesn't feel like it's chaos. And dude, how many people can actually say that?
Yeah. But like people have kids, bro. I feel like it can work both ways because I know like one or two O's that before their kids, babe ihlalela, and now like it really pushed them.
Yeah, some people do need
So-
that.
Yes,
Some
but
people
the thing
do
is
that.
that I don't feel like that's the majority.
Vele,
especially
vele,
here
vele.
in KZN.
Vele.
Like I don't think I've met so many people raised by single mothers in my life actually, and the crazy thing is the fact that I can't remember.
So
who-
baba basekol bahamba ekolo baba.
Yeah, but it's like so. I can't even remember her name. Where she's talking about basically this guy who's in a relationship and hates his father, and he's trying so hard not to be his father because his father abandoned him. So he tries to commit to this girl. That she gets pregnant, and eventually he ditches
Becomes his
her.
father.
Yes, he becomes his father, and I feel like this is a pattern.
It's not funny,
That's-
bro. It's
Fucked up. Like people, it's like
But
the thing is
that
that it's
goes
like
to what
the
Prophet is saying.
story that's echoing in you that you're trying to undo. You go and recreate. That's hectic. Now you there. What 5-10 years later, and you're like,
I've seen this, like, especially the more you see your friends, you meet them, you get to know them, you meet their parents, and then automatically that first day you're like, oh, he gets this from me here. Oh, he gets, like, And then you start to slowly know the family, and you see, oh, the family has this
Yes.
potential problem that nobody, the great elephants in the room. And most times I just feel what's a show, what's it as otaki. Sometimes as families, we don't have Umalum was gonna take you and put you in a 75,000 rand rehab center. Because that's, that's
Yeah.
literally sometimes what it requires to fix these patterns.
Yeah, but
Like-
then it's not even. I don't think it's okay. It's a financial thing, the root of it, but like it can be changed by slight things. Like you know, like if someone came to watch me in Dalipola, ngabe ngidlaleli Sundowns or Chiefs right now, because like if I'm gonna go to training my whole life and get a buy, okay, uzothola imali emakhokho, but then I go buy them myself. I play matches, become man of the match. It doesn't even matter at home. Like I'm such a star at school, but when I'm at home, it's just like
definitely.
we don't talk Leon treatment.
I had to ask my mom, where's what's in the plan? I know, just checking. It's a plan.
You must know.
I wasn't sure. I literally wasn't sure. I was like, "Man, how's it plan?" Like, because at home you're just Silo, you're just Prof. What's your fucking real name, bro? You're just Sanel. I actually did not know this man's real name. I'm gonna type it in the bio like many years, man. So like it's the crazy thing, but I think that kind of also pushes you to be like, okay, y'all still ignoring my success, niggas? I'm gonna go push it a little harder. You know, sometimes you be like, Mom, here's a car. That's when you really wanna, you know.
Exactly.
So it keeps you pushing at least.
Yeah, it does, and it doesn't. It's so important. A support system. There's nothing that beats a support system.
Yes.
Yabo. Besides keeping you going, it keeps you in the know, because you need like an outside voice to tell you that if you stick to that. Like for me to become really good at rapping, gang rappel all over, and being was, hey bruh, you go rapper ngesingisi kangaka, dude. Like if you yabo mosha ngesizulu kanje, it sticks.
Like there was
Yabo
guidance.
Leon. And that constantly hearing that made me stick to what I'm doing. Like,
because you're usually aware of it. But somebody else saying what you're thinking.
It validates that, like, oh, okay, so that voice is right.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm stickler. It's so important to listen to that voice, bro.
Yeah, we're all trying to tune in.
Yeah.
The radio frequency that everybody tells you not to trust.
It's crazy because everybody around you is outside of like the music and the creative zone. Everybody around you will point you to the thing that kills your soul the most, and you have to fight them all and look like the crazy person for you to succeed. Like, dude, like it's walking past. Like I remember, like walking past the passage. Ubaba ever said, You're like,
What?
That hurts.
Your dad is brutal.
Yeah, like that's my dad is hard love. So but like it hits.
He's lucky that you're not like a depressant personality. He's like, I'm gonna go do your hair and fuck you.
Yeah,
but he knows you.
But like the consistency of the hard love is kind of what you understand. It's a language of his. Yeah. So you don't like now you start to get to the point where okay, I'm getting what he's saying. It's harsh, but this is what he means.
But my thing is, okay, cool. So I'm two ways about it. Like for you, it worked great, and then the things that we born with personalities to a degree, and there's a risk that he could have triggered you an opposite way.
Yeah. But
so,
I say that
I'm not saying he's a bad person or anything.
No. I'm getting to. I just want to show how at the end of the day it goes back to you deciding what you interpret from it. Because at the end of the day, what it was nearly that thing. I had to make a choice to decide to be angry at my father, or forgive and tell him this is what and fight for this. It's one of those two things. It's a movie. It's a Hollywood movie.
Everybody has to be angry at their father at some point.
Yeah.
Like I think it's
part of the
part
process.
of growing up.
Yeah.
Guys.
No,
but there's the things like this. The perfect father will still have a child that eventually has to hate them at some point in their life.
Yeah.
I'm saying my echo, no problem to be angry as.
Wait, you didn't grow up with a father?
No.
You don't know him at all?
No.
So are you like scared of becoming a father?
No. It's normal. It's normal for us South Africans. I'm a bit by goalie.
Do you think it affected you
Please
growing up?
do not normalize
Yeah,
cases
no, it's
and
not normal at
nonsense.
all, bro.
Like, I'm joking.
Yeah, I think it's a huge issue, bro, and it
is.
comes from Zona Lezozind because like you're talking about him being harsh on you to learn, but like there's another way that it could have been done, and
Yeah.
and you could have learned what you have to realize. What he did was made you realize later. He didn't teach you to do it. You
Yeah.
learn. So like when you realize later. You catch it and it's solid, but when you get taught early, you catch the basics, bro.
Most def. And that's the black parent thing.
Yeah.
That's the black parent thing. Or would say, yeah, I'ma tell you why. You're gonna get it later,
Yeah,
definitely. And it slaps different, but it kind of maybe would have been better if I knew it early.
No, just show me it.
Yeah.
Just show me the thing and drill it in me.
Yeah.
But also they don't have a lot of references as well.
That's the thing.
Because like the Western world is the white people bought the game, right? We are still learning the game, and we just getting better with each generation, right?
Yeah.
So the white people are generations ahead in terms of what they know.
Yeah, they
and
over pregnancies at young age. Like they still have them, but they handle them so quietly compared to us.
Yeah.
So
But the
quietly.
even besides that, where it's like in terms of like just dealing with money, for instance. Whereas like child is 13-year-old, okay, cool, start counting my books or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Or you get a job and so on. So like already there's a responsibility that's already been given to you.
Exactly.
Even though you're still in high school. So it already teaches you, like once you start making your own money, there's a respect for money you start learning.
Yeah.
But first you have to be careless with it, go buy 20 PlayStation games or whatever it is you're gonna do in high school.
All that
And you're
20-year-old shit.
Yeah, and then eventually, like as you learn to respect it at a younger age, you have less to lose in high school.
Yeah.
Compared to when you're in your 20s or 30s. So yeah, there's things that, like in terms of teaching that we are still learning. So our parents probably did like 10% better than their parents. And we also gonna do like a percentage better because we have blind spots that are society. That
We're going to be the average of our generation.
Yeah,
That's
so-
what we're going to be out. Because there's the people who still hold what their parents hold to heart.
Yeah.
And us, or me, who's super progressive. I won't kiss my kids. I won't do this. Yeah, but so there's the middle of that somewhere. Yeah, but with the just,
like teach your kids how to code, but don't buy
And
them
Nano
cell
would say
phones.
like things are changing and like some black people have cash now. Like it's important to know someone with money. Like
Yeah, but also cash and knowledge is like
yeah, but trust
Two
me, bro.
different
Like to know someone with money is a huge difference, bro. Like konolova, like engangihlala nabo elokishini ngisafunde eskele. Like they hadn't met uqonqa umlungu nje. They hadn't even spoken to a white person ever, and this person's
Yeah.
15, 16 years old, bro. Do you understand that by the time they meet a white person and they want to do business or like
Yeah.
how
They
you
don't
even-
understand
yabo,
where
Leon.
they think from.
Yabo,
and
Leon.
yeah.
Yabo,
You have
just-
these old problems that they think up.
Yabo, Leon. So just even having someone kini,
Exposure
like
is
an
everything
uncle
type
or
thing.
aunt on imali nje, like it's such a big thing because you understand that umuntu onemali uba kanjeni empilweni, like you understand the dynamics nakini ukuthi
So it's
oh
basically-
Ophapi kahle kahle.
yabo, Leon, no,
Ophapi.
makufika
So
umalume
it's basically
kunjena
like to
la.
understand the
Yeah.
cultural
The
differences.
culture of cash. Money is a culture. It's like you don't just have money, bro. You learn ways to make money.
Yeah.
Yabo,
And
Leon,
you hang
bro.
out with different
Yabo,
people who
Leon.
behave certain ways and
Yeah.
certain levels of money. And there's this, and it's always interesting to see the people shooting up and the people who rise up and then get stuck at a certain level and then like, "Sing credit,
Showcase.
it's all the money I've ever wanted." And you see niggas just gone. Next thing they rock up and they've got security at your event.
It's in now, so it's fair. I'm a bodyguard.
Oh, Skhindi, man. Where can people find you, my G?
They can find me on Instagram, Twitter, all of my social platforms is Skhindi ND. Skhindi_ND. Njenge number plate info.
There is what they're on.
So you're really not giving away your route? I'm joking.
Man clear to workshop. I was joking. I was unlove. And I actually do. Because I do meet up with my people, like Buffy,
Yeah.
like a lot actually, almost every day. Like
Okay,
someone
cool.
comes
If
through.
you're in Montclair and you want to kick
Yeah.
a freestyle with him, you know, just
Wait for the taxi. Wait for the Skhindi
yeah,
taxi.
the Skhindi taxi. You see that? You point up or down. I don't know. Sideways. I don't know. I don't know how the case that it works like.
Beluga.
Ipeluga, Mawa, dog.
Make sure you post the
songs are
hashtag.
out. It's Sulsa Pesha, yeah, I chew. There's a lot of songs out. Just go on my YouTube, Skhindi, and you're gonna see everything there. There's only one Skhindi on YouTube.
Pants, my nigga.
Aware.
Short pants. We outie. Black House Talk. Can I get a
Thank you
Black
for
House Talk?
listening.
Fetsu.
Black House Talk?
Black House Talk.
Black
That's
House
what's
Talk.
up.
Black House Talk.
Yeah,
Black House
man.
Talk?
Black House Talk. Sure.